A look at gas fracking in Michigan. Millions of years ago, during the Cambrian period, Michigan was underwater. As the waters dried up, a layer of organic sedimentary rock, about 40 feet thick, developed. It is thought to be deposited across the state of Michigan in the shape of a cereal bowl, known as the Antrim shale layer. Today, that organic material has decomposed, forming natural gas, which is trapped in the layer. In Michigan, there are about 10,000 wells in the Antrim shale, from 500 to 2,000 feet deep. These are typically vertical wells, being drilled since 1889. Hydraulic fracking, has been used over the past 20 years to promote the harvesting of natural gas from most of these wells. It's estimated that almost 2,000 trillion cubic feet of gas is recoverable from shale across the United States. This is sufficient gas to meet U.S. energy needs for 99 years. Natural gas is considered by some to be half as dirty as coal. So mineral right holders can earn hundreds of billions of dollars from harvesting it. The Michigan Oil and Gas Association claims a $1 billion impact of 10,000 jobs from harvesting natural gas here in Michigan. There are 8 parcels in the state, when taken together, raised $178 million in the May 2010 state auction. That is almost as much as the combined gas auctions over the past 80 years. Auctions are held in May and October. At the 2011 May auction, $187 million in gas leases is expected, and $10 million more in October 2011. Beginning in 2005, new technologies were developed to extract natural gas. In addition to the vertical shaft, the well included a horizontal extension at its base. This horizontal component of up to 9,000 feet expedited harvest from a seam of shale. This technology included cracking the shale with high-pressure steam, consisting of a mixture of water and fine sand with chemical additives, roughly about 2% by volume. These additives typically contain more than 500 chemicals, believed helpful to release the gas and protecting the integrity of the well. Originally, fracking used hundreds of thousands of gallons of water, but the new technology uses much more, 3 to 6 million gallons of water in order to frack just a single well. The state of Michigan regulates what waters can be used and the disposal of any wastewater. 2 years ago, a Canadian firm came south into the Mitt of Michigan as an extension of their prospecting for gas. They bought up to 250,000 acres worth of gas leases. Large quantities of gas was harvested from their first well, known as the Musauga County 2010 Petoskey Pioneer 1 well, which was about 9,500 feet deep and had a 5,000-foot horizontal extension. The high-volume, high-pressure fracking technique was used for this well. In 1927, Michigan put in place several regulations by the legislature. Part 615 is primary law. It focuses largely on protecting landowners from unwanted waste and unnecessary damage to land and water. Changes are needed to deal with the new technology developments now. In 1978, a coalition of environmental organizations was formed by the Tip of the Mitt Watershed Council in northern Lower Peninsula to protect water resources in the area. This includes lakes, rivers, streams, groundwater, the Great Lakes, and federal as well as international shared resources. The Watershed Council has prepared an 11-page letter of recommendations for the new laws. On the home page tab of the website, click on the text link near their bottom. Some provisions that are included in the current permitting process are proposed to be incorporated into new law. Currently, the gas producers are required to remove everything when they finish their work. They are required to restore the land as close as possible to original conditions. Monitor wells are drilled to uncover unwanted contamination of surface and groundwater. The state of Michigan requires that flowback, or water that surfaces after fracking, go directly into frac tanks and eventually be disposed of into injection wells. There's no evidence that fracking has harmed surface waters in Michigan. However, a month ago, the first incident involving an atrium well involved a nitrogen leak, which was bubbling up at the wellhead. This minor leak was fixed with cement within 36 hours of its discovery. The hydraulic fracturing technology is under continuous development by this industry. The release of methane to the environment is 25 times more damaging to the atmosphere than its combustion products. So attempts are currently being made to develop a reduction in the release of methane. Also, the chemicals used in fracking can be troublesome, so treatments are being explored in other states to return the water to fresh streams in a fresh condition. Other groups are developing methods to reuse the flowback. The U.S. Geological Survey is conducting a study on fracking to be completed by 2014. There have only been 2 of the new technology fracking wells drilled in Michigan to date. The first is producing gas, and the second is producing oil. If you are a landowner and are approached to sign a gas lease, be sure to contact an attorney specializing in gas and oil leases before you sign anything.